But Indiana, they've got some strife. The line on this started out, I think, around 14 or 15. Now it's about 23 and a half. Indiana is not the Indiana of a couple years ago that really should have beat Iowa. Had a weird call go against them on an instant replay, much to the happiness of Iowa fans.
I had them in a BCS game this year. I don't know what happened to them.
They've got some athletes that right now...
I didn't, Chuck.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they have some athletes. And
those few athletes, we're not going to get them to a BCS game.
No, you never know.
I do know.
Illinois might go to a BCS game, but not if they don't start scoring points. You'll have that. So I like Iowa in this game. I like them to just coker left, coker right, occasional play action pass, and find those receivers.
I think Iowa's going to have a nice, easy, fun game.
Hey, and that's what homecoming should be.
Yeah, Missouri had one last week on their homecoming, so let's give one to Iowa as well.
I don't see how anyone would enjoy homecoming in Columbia, Missouri.
I don't know. They, SEC, and they still haven't picked a conference. We told you last week, pick a conference.
Yeah.
Pick any old conference.
Got plenty of choices.
No, I don't believe they do.
Well, you got the MAC and you got the...
fair enough, okay.
Great Midwest or whatever that's called, or...
I still think...
Ivy League?
Ivy League, there you go.
There you go.
Ivy League would definitely have to pull down their scores.
Let their hair down, so to speak.
Yeah. All these Princeton boys with mullets trying to blend in with the rest of the conference.
I don't know. Princeton Tigers?
There you go.
Missouri Tigers? You probably can't have that many Tigers.
No.
Unless you're in the state of Ohio.
Yes, and then you have a lot of Tigers. Still just a little iffy about that whole situation.
Pretty sad.
But this is not going to be a CyHawkThoughts on rant on whether these animals should have been shot and killed or...
Pretty sad.
Yeah. You think after at least some amount of time, some type of tranquilizer would have been involved at some point in time.
Yep. I'm glad no human life, no one was harmed.
Well,
There's no... I mean, that's the big thing. You got to watch out. But
and I agree with them when they were unprepared and they found out it was happening. They had to use their sidearms, do whatever you need to do.
I was a little worried.
If you're 8 hours into this thing and you still got 20 animals left,
yeah.
I'm sure after 8 hours there's some place that has enough tranquilizer to take down a black bear or something.
Absolutely. I'm just glad, and putting it in context for us, I'm glad there wasn't anything in Ankeny, Iowa running around because it would have been a little nerve-wracking.
Stayed indoors.
Yep. Kept everyone inside until the coast was clear. Till Jack Hanna knocked on my door and said, "It's okay, sir."
But once again, I don't see someone in Iowa letting a bunch of exotic animals out.
I hope not.
I think there's just something in the drinking water in all states but Iowa.
I hope so. I would think so. Unless
you just don't hear crazy stories like this. You always hear them every single day. You go on CNN or something, like some big story. Like, wow, what are these people thinking? But you never hear some weird story like, whoa, this guy in Iowa.
Yeah, well, it's true. Yeah, it's not like they're down in Harvey, Iowa doing this or anything like that. So.
There's probably been times.
Sorry about that there, CyHawkThoughts fans, but, life happens. There's also international circumstances today. We won't go into that because we're going to talk about football, basketball, Cyclones, Iowa. I think we're about ready for our picks, right?
We are ready for our picks today.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to show you where we're at. We're going back with the leaderboard. Hey, I went on a nice stretch where I was 0 for 7, and that's got me in 8 and 12 funk. Steve, 13 and 7, looking good.
That's decent.
Your first 1 and 2 week of the.
Well, no, I think I started out 1 and 2.
Start 1 and 2.
So started 1 and 2, went on a tear, and then back to 1 and 2.
You'll have that. Yeah. Darn Northwestern.
Yeah.
And Iowa State. We thought Iowa State was going to be a little better.
But I did get the Michigan State.
Yeah, very good pick. I would have thought Michigan had that one. Let's start Big Ten. We got Iowa homecoming game against Indiana. I'm going big, 42-14. Iowa Hawkeyes. What do you got?
You know, I'm doing what I can, like I did last week, to give you a chance to get back in it. You know, I just can't. I can't.
Indiana.
I can't take Indiana.
No, even if you did have them going to a
Can't take Indiana. Let's go 31-7.
31-7. I'm going to write that down. It's a pretty good pick. Now we're going to go over to Ames, a little Texas A&M.
Iowa State.
The Aggies. What does A&M stand for?
Agricultural Mechanical.
I don't remember. But if you're watching, Paxton Bennett got it right. And if you're watching this, send us an email at CyHawkThoughts
at yahoo.com.
Yeah. Or tweet us at CyHawkThoughts.
That'll work as well.
Let us know, and you'll win a prize. And we'll be happy to give you a prize. I haven't been right on Iowa State all year except the UNI game. I missed it. Huh? Yeah, that's the only one I've gotten right.
Wow.
So I'm going Texas A&M, 37-20. I could see Iowa State pulling an upset, but I've justified them winning the last 2 weeks, and I've justified myself losing.
Yeah.
So I'm going Texas A&M, Mike Sherman and the boys.
I'm going to go Texas A&M as well, and I'm going to say 49
Woo!
to 17.
Woo-wee. So you don't think they're going to win that turnover?
I have a feeling that we are going to shoot ourselves in the foot with massive amounts of turnovers and penalties, and the Steel very well could see maybe the Pine again.
We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
Then you think it's really brewing that loud?
I think we're trying to light a fire under his butt.
He's got talent.
He does.
He's just
got to sit there and not make these boneheaded mistakes. That, granted, he's not a true junior in the sense of Big 12 football, but he can't make the mistakes that juniors are making right now.
Yes, that makes sense. So we're going to go to our third game, national game. There was a time, probably when you were about 4 years old, back, even probably about 10 or so, back when I was 4 years old and when I was about 14, when Notre Dame and USC was the best game out there, is the game everyone circled on their calendar.
Are you telling me that when Michael Bush pushed Leinart in the end zone, that wasn't a big game?
Well, it was actually Reggie Bush.
Michael Bush.
He's with the Raiders. It's like a fantasy pick.
This cold medicine is awesome.
No. Yeah, I didn't see that game where Michael Bush came running out and.
No, but Reggie Bush pushed Leinart.
Yeah, and then what was that? 05.
That was Brady Quinn, Jeff Samardzija, Reggie Bush, also known as Michael Bush tonight.
Yeah.
Leinart, Mike Williams, Lindell White.
Yeah.
And I think they both were they both in the top 10 that year?
Well, Notre Dame was probably close. USC was number 1 or number 2 at the time, so probably number 1 undefeated.
I would say that was a pretty big game.
Okay, so that was relevant. Yeah, very relevant. Okay, good. Touche. I'm going.
Doesn't happen very often, folks. You witnessed it.
Touche. I'm going with the Fighting Irish. Now, not that school in Kansas that Notre Dame's suing now because they call themselves the Fighting Irish and they have the logo.
Oh, man.
I'm going 27-24 because they say that this is infringing upon Notre Dame to have a high school mascot going like that. So.
Well, I'm going to go against Notre Dame, give you another shot here.
All right.
And I laughed today when I read what, and I can't pronounce this guy's name right.
Matt Barkley.
No.
Pat Hayden, the AD?
No. The Connecticut women's basketball coach.
Gino Auriemma?
Auriemma. I always say Auriemma. Blasted Notre Dame today.
Really?
Absolutely blasted him, saying that they were just the school in
just
general.
Notre Dame?
Yeah, saying that they're just, Big 12 or Big East wouldn't be having all these woes if it wasn't for Notre Dame, and they should, get out of this relationship, or we should kick them out of the relationship because they won't bring their football team over and they're a disgrace. Loved it. USC 34, Notre Dame 23.
Wow. Gino Auriemma, the women's college I think Sweet 16 and Final 8 games are going to be right here in Des Moines.
Hear that? Let's
I think
pack the well.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Let's go.
We were there a few years ago.
We
that
saw
was a great game.
Yeah, we saw Vivian
Rutgers,
Stringer.
Yeah.
And her Rutgers team come in.
That was good. That Epiphany Prince lady, she could shoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now in the WNBA.
Yeah, Iowa State, though, game effort. They didn't pull it out, but hey.
That was a heck of a game, though.
Absolutely. A lot of fun. And it was like a Monday night, and the well had a lot of people there. It was kind of fun to see.
It was packed. It was a great game. So
we're going to do that again. And you'll hear that in March. Now, that's going to be well after, of course, our bowl extravaganza that's just over a month away.
Yes.
And all the
Can't
other
forget
picks.
About the BE.
You know, in the next couple weeks, we're going to have a college basketball special. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, we'll have some write-ups on preseason write-ups for Iowa State and Iowa coming up. That's
Absolutely.
at caffeinatedthoughts.com. www.caffeinatedthoughts.com. Before we close out tonight, once again, thank you for everything. We've got a couple quick fantasy picks.
We do. I don't want to forget that.
Yes. Going with Tim Tebow. Why not? Making his first start. It's against the Dolphins. And I just want everyone to start Tim Tebow because I'm going to start Tim Tebow. And if I fail, I want everyone else to fail with me.
You know, I was going to make Tim Tebow my fantasy pick, too.
I am so glad that I started this because I didn't want to copy you.
I don't have Tim Tebow, but no, I definitely do. You've already mentioned his name here. Michael Bush is actually who I'm going to go with because Carson Palmer... I think he's starting already. I mean, there's conspiracy theories that he already had some playbooks. He may have known what was going on. I don't buy that. I don't buy conspiracy theories unless it's that movie with Mel Gibson. That wasn't too bad. But I am buying on Michael Bush because I think it's going to be handoff. They're going to get near the end zone, and Tom Bahali is going to get bowled over by Michael Bush.
There you go. Michael Bush, Tim Tebow. If you have them, start them. If you don't start them, don't complain when you lose.
Yeah. But if you want to complain about fantasy football or
Tell
whatever,
us how bad our picks are.
Yeah.
Let us know. CyHawkThoughts at yahoo.com.
Absolutely. And we will see you next week. We got a whole bunch of things already on the register for next week. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Week 9.
Woo!
Week
Big
9
games coming up. Iowa, Minnesota, Floyd of Rosedale. I'm trying to get Floyd of Rosedale here, making some calls.
Can Iowa State just have your schedule? How does that sound?
Yeah. Hey, that sounds great. These middle 3 games are called, we're going to try to use these to get to be bowl eligible.
Dumpty.
Yeah.
Wow. So, well, congratulations, Iowa. Let's get a couple more wins. Let's get bowl eligible. At least have one of the teams go and someplace warm come December or January.
That would be great.
Yes. Everyone, stay healthy.
Yes.
Good night.
See you next week. And hey, before we go, let's all wish this guy a happy birthday.
Thanks, Chuck.
We're not going to forget that here at CyHawkThoughts. Let's get on that. He's the best foosball player I ever seen.
Oh,
Steve Myers.
Inside joke. I like it. Throwing it out there. Bye, everybody.